Hi everyone, and welcome to Gwyn Collects. Today's video is just going to be a quick one because I do not have any figures to show you all this week. I thought it would be kind of fun to mix things up a little bit and get your guys' opinions on the figure collecting community. I always like to read like forum posts and stuff on Reddit and like my figure collection, and obviously I love reading all of your comments, so it's always just fun to hear everyone's opinions on figure collecting. I know it's a pretty I think as with any hobby, it's pretty opinionated. So I thought it would be fun to share my unpopular figure collecting opinions with you all. And then in turn, I'd love to hear your unpopular figure collecting opinions. And then I will make a video reacting to all of your unpopular opinions, and I think it'll just be a good time. So as usual with these unpopular opinion videos on YouTube, you may think that my opinions are popular, and some of them may be, so don't hate on me too much if I give you some popular opinions in this video. I tried to keep them as edgy as possible, as unpopular as I could think, but you never know. I'm sure people will agree with me, and they will say that these are not unpopular opinions, and that they are in fact very popular. So enough talking on my part, let's get right into it. Alright, my first unpopular figure opinion is that I don't care about support poles at all. In my opinion, support poles are fine. Who cares? Like I always see people being like, I loved the figure, but the support pole completely ruined it for me. And to me, I don't even notice support poles when I look at figures. I don't know if you can see her, but I have my Racing Miku 2018 version behind me, and she has a support pole under her knee because her pose is very leaned. And honestly, I don't notice it at all. I don't notice it at all. It just does not bug me. Another one I saw recently is the amazing 02 wedding dress figure. Painted prototype just got put up for pre-order. Don't you guys worry. I pre-ordered her. And people were like, oh my god, why'd they put a support pole? And I was like, what support pole? There's a tiny one on the back of her dress that's not noticeable at all. I don't know. And this opinion of mine even extends to metal support rods. I don't care. If you can see them, oh well. There's a new Ray that just got announced by, I think, Mega House. And she's holding a huge, oh god, scythe? I never know how to say it. And it has a big gold rod holding it up, and I honestly don't even care. I think it looks kind of cool. The bigger issue I have with that figure is it looks like she's a head on two legs if you look at her from the wrong angle. I don't know if that's just me. Maybe that's another unpopular opinion, but the actual pole itself, frankly, it doesn't bug me that much. I'm just glad the figure won't lean. My next unpopular opinion may garner me some hate, and I am so sorry to all of the people who have invested $500 to $800 plus into this figure. I don't like Crystal Dress Rem. I'm sorry everyone. I know it's a big letdown, but I think the Crystal Dress Rem ain't it. And people pay so much money for her. It boggles my mind. This figure is quite cool. Don't get me wrong. I understand the vision and I totally get why people like it. But to me, there's just too much blue. I don't think that Rem is enough of a focal point almost. Her dress is huge, and then all of the plastic splash design around her, it's just too much to me, and it's all blue. I don't get any definition. It's just a big piece of stringy plastic to me. And I love some of Shibuya Scramble's other figures, Gojo being a great example. I think he's the perfect ratio of figure to splash. Even the Megumin figure by them, oh my god, that figure is immaculate. I absolutely love that figure. And I feel it really strikes a balance between cool effects pieces and figure itself. But the Crystal Dress Rem, it's just too much for me. And I think it's also the coloring of it. The new demon version of her, I think, looks so much better. There's a lot more definition in the colors, and I think that it just looks way, way better. Same with the new, like, Angry Amelia one. I like that one better than the original as well. I just feel like they're less lost, and there's more definition in the figure. But yeah, so I'm sorry to everyone that owns Crystal Dress Rem. I will never be picking her up. She's a cool figure, but she's mad overrated in my opinion. Next up, I have an opinion that I think a lot of people are going to disagree with, but I don't know. To me, it just doesn't seem like as big of a deal. And that is, I don't really care about the long-term effects of things on figures. Like, how do I explain this? You know, you see people, they put figures in computers. They put figures in glass display cases. And there's sunlight, and there's dust, and there's heat from computers, and all that stuff. And I totally understand valuing your collection. I value my collection so much. And I'd be heartbroken if any of my figures were damaged. But I really think people stress way too much about keeping their figures pristine. Like, putting them in a computer, if you have good cooling in your computer, you're probably not going to melt your figures. And also, like, most people just put, like, prize figures in their computers. And I know everyone has different price ranges that they like to buy figures in, and that's totally fair. But, like, if someone has a $2,000 graphics card in their computer, I don't think they're super concerned about the $10 prize figure that they've put in there. So, I don't know. Every time I go on, like, Reddit and someone's posted a picture of their PC with a figure, I always see at least, like, 5 comments being like, don't put it in there. It's gonna damage the figure. It's gonna melt. And I'm like, it's probably fine. I don't know. That's just my opinion. It's the same with sunlight. I have a window right there. You can probably see it reflected in my D12s. And to be frank, the sun shines in here for like about an hour a day. I try to close the blinds when I can, but frankly, an hour a day is not gonna kill my figures, especially because they're not gonna be sitting here for 10 years. I rotate them all the time. Like, I don't know. I think people are just too hung up on keeping them absolutely pristine. Figures are meant to be displayed. If you wanted to keep them absolutely pristine, keep them in the box, I guess. But in my opinion, a little bit of dust, a little bit of sunlight, a little bit of heat will not destroy your figures. My next unpopular opinion is that freeing bunnies are not overrated. Yeah. I've seen so many people nowadays talking about how freeing bunnies are like super overrated and how freeing is getting so lazy with their bunnies and everyone's just in a black bunny suit now. And honestly, I've only been in this community for about 7 months at this point, but the figures I've seen released compared to like older bunny figures all seem quite up to par to me. Like, there are old bunny figures that are boring in black bunny suits. And there are new figures such as like the X10, I think she's called. Amazing bunny figure. Eureka, amazing bunny figure. The new Kakegurui Jabami Yumeko bunny, beautiful. Maybe this is my like sub unpopular opinion. I love her. Insta pre-order. I think her face is cute. I don't know. This might be the most unpopular opinion in the video actually, but I kind of like her face. Sue me. I like it. I like her pose. I love her bunny suit. I love everything about the Yumeko bunny. And I really don't mind that they emphasized her assets a little bit. So she was an Insta pre-order for me. But back onto the whole bunny girl thing. I honestly think that their bunny girls that they've put out in the last like year have been fantastic and completely up to par of like previous bunny figures. I don't really understand why people are saying that they're like being less creative now. To me, they seem like they're being quite creative. I like freeing. I know they're pumping out a lot of bunnies, but they found a market and people buy them, so I really don't blame them, and I don't think they're overrated. I recently just got the Chica bunny figure, and I'm absolutely in love. Her size, her quality, the tights, everything about her is fantastic, and I get the hype. Yeah, I don't think they're overrated. I think they're pretty nice. My final unpopular opinion is one that may spark some controversy. I've already kind of touched on this in my manufacture video, but I think Mega House figures are mad overrated. Like, I remember when I made my first manufacturer video, and there were so many comments that were like, Mega House is the best manufacturer, they make the absolute best figures, you need to make a part 2 and include Mega House. And I actually recently pre-ordered a set of Mega House figures. I won't say which ones, but they will be here soon, and I think I'm gonna dedicate a whole video to them because they are immaculate figures. They're just beautiful. But where was I going? Mega House has cool figures, don't get me wrong, but they are hyped a lot. And like, I don't think that they entirely deserve the hype. The biggest thing to me is that their clear bases are bad. Why do they do the clear base thing? I am terrified to pre-order anything from them because I don't want to get a clear base with it, and that's what they do most of the time. They make these beautiful sculpts, throw a clear base. Why do they do that? I don't understand. Add a little bit of pizzazz. I also think they're kind of overpriced as well for what you get. Like, their sculpts and their paint jobs are fantastic, but the clear base just ruins it. Like, I'd rather get a Kotobukiya of these shonen characters that Mega House makes. Additionally, am I the only one that thinks Mega House figures are super shiny? Like, the whole figure. The one that really got me recently was Gojo's. Like, he's so shiny, and I was like, what? On the topic of Gojo, actually, I really like the Yuji Mega House figure, but I refuse to pre-order him because I smell a clear base. I think there's going to be a clear base with him, and I don't want that. Like, I'd rather just wait. Or I'd rather buy the worse, in my opinion, worse Kotobukiya Yuji with the cooler base and the effects parts. Like, it's cheaper too. I don't know. Mega House is just kind of overpriced and overhyped. And while they do have some really nice figures, I think the amount of figures I've seen that are iffy really outweigh the amount I've seen that are sick. So, not that I wouldn't buy a Mega House figure, I literally just did, but I think that they're a little bit too overrated, in my opinion. Alright everyone, so those are my unpopular opinions. I know I didn't have too many. I wanted to keep this video short. I got some recent comments about me not being succinct enough, and I agree. Although I feel like it's part of my charm. I feel like you don't watch Gwyn Collects for succinct videos because my videos are not very succinct. I apologize, but hopefully you guys like me anyway. I think you do. So, yeah. Please leave your unpopular figure collecting opinions in the comments below, and I'd love to do a part 2 where I react to your unpopular opinions. I have a feeling I'm gonna probably agree with a lot of you. Maybe I'll disagree. I think it'll be fun. I always love watching YouTubers reacting to unpopular opinions, so let's spin this a little bit and bring it into the figure collecting community because, I don't know, it's a good time. I'm having fun with these videos. I hope you guys are enjoying them as well. And yeah, if you enjoyed this video, please consider liking and subscribing. Please leave a comment, let me know what you liked about this video, what you'd like to see in the future, and that's all. I'll see you guys next time. I hope you all have a very wonderful day. Bye.